The Atari Jaguar, man, this is one weird system. How do you hook this up to a TV, right? RF, that's what it comes with. But then we also have this exposed port on the back there for AV. Today we're going to be taking a look at some options as far as hooking up various cables to the Atari Jaguar to get the best output we can. We got the Jag2Gen and the Jag2SNES. So these are essentially going to be very similar devices. One obviously allows you to use Genesis Model 2 style cables, like composite, component, whatever you got out there. And then the other, you can use Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Multi out. But we're going to be testing stuff like this level hike Super Nintendo HDMI adapter with this thing, seeing how that works out. But essentially, if you're going to use composite or component with these things like HD Retrovision cables, Genesis ones or the Super Nintendo ones, you're going to get the same kind of output. It's all going to be the same. It's just interfacing whatever, port that you want to use. So if you already have the Genesis HD Retrovision cables, then why not get the Jag2Gen, right? If you have the Super Nintendo one, same thing. So essentially you just plug these things in, whatever cables you're going to use, and you slip that thing right on into the back of the Atari Jaguar, and you're pretty much ready to go. So I wanted to show some footage of various different games using various different cables to give you guys an idea of how this thing looks with these adapters. So these adapters, the Jag2Gen and SNES, are both available on Stone Age Gamer. They go for about $30 each. And if you're a crazy person who likes the Atari Jaguar and you want to get the best output possible, why not? We're going to be testing this stuff out with the RetroTink 2X Pro to plug directly into HDMI. So everything will be clearly marked. Take a look. Let's get this party started.
Oh, sure. Let's all torch the bumster.
Hello, boom shakalaka. Head fake. Level it up, sweet touch. Hello. Rejected. Heating up.
So there you go, a little bit of gameplay footage to tickle your taint of the Atari Jaguar. Or if you just hate the Jaguar, torturing yourself. But I still figured, with very few Jaguar owners out there, it would still be kind of interesting for people to see some gameplay footage. Or if you're an owner of this system and you want to get the best possible output from your crappy games, see what kind of options are available out there. Now, I don't have every combination to test here. It would have been awesome to have the RetroTink 5X. That would be great with the HD Retrovision cables. But looking at what I've looked at here with these different options, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised with the Super Nintendo level hike HDMI cable. It looked pretty good. The sound was fairly good. AB, even with composite, looked fairly good with some of these games going through the RetroTink 2X Pro. But obviously, using Component, the HD Retrovision cables, whichever you use, Super Nintendo or Genesis, with these adapters, it's going to look the same. Now, I did have the brightness switch on. I didn't really like the way it looked with it off, so I did turn that on. That's all the footage of Component here was with the brightness switch and the HD Retrovision cables on. Now, that's going to be the best output you can get through this system, paired with whatever kind of scaler you have if you want to go through HD, HDMI through an HD TV. That's going to be the best. But, I mean, there you go. Play your crappy games. There's a few good ones. Don't get it twisted. But play them, through these different adapters here. Link will be in the description if you're interested. Stone Age Gamer, they sell a lot of awesome stuff for retro games and consoles and whatnot. So take a look. Really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this one. I have some more Atari Jaguar videos to do in the future, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye!